Hey everybody, hello, happy Wednesday. I'm here, I'm late, but I'm here. I'm Creative Sarah and this is my studio. Welcome, so happy to have you here. They're restocked. The wood rounds are restocked officially, so we are able to get those again. I was so sad when they went out of stock and were out of stock for so long. Let me take care of a little business real quick. Hello, everybody. And what I'm talking about is I can't see my comments. So let me get those on here. Oh, I'm going to show you a fun technique for finishing any piece of wood. I really enjoy this particular technique. I have used it for years and years and years and years and years. And I'm hoping to get the look that I'm hoping to Serify this a little bit for you. So we're going to do a Christmas project. What was I coming over here to do? I don't even know. Hello. Oh, yeah. Still get. Oh, you guys, frazzled is one way to describe me. I'm a little hot mess. We're going to do this beautiful image today. Okay. Why the light? I wonder if I move this. Just a little. Hold on, I'm testing something. Don't mind me. Just trying to see if it would make a difference with the lighting. Does that show any better? There isn't. So at least when I do it this way, there isn't a shadow. Okay, we're gonna roll with it. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside for now because we're gonna work on creating our surface. We have this beautiful wood round. You can use it as is, but I am going to completely change it. Now, you can use any paint you want. If you have some like chalk paint or regular paint at home, you can paint this with whatever color you want. I'm going to use our paste, and what I'll do first is just going to add a little water to the board. Okay, so so far that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to pick up this. I'm going to paint the whole thing, and we may end up doing just a couple coats here. So if you were using regular paint, you just go ahead and paint paint it all. One coat probably will do it. You'll see the technique that we're going to be doing in a minute after you do that. Hello. Normally, I don't go live at this weird time, but I had a training today, and so I was out of the house, which normally I'm home on Wednesdays so that I can be with you guys, but it just didn't happen that way. Let me send a quick shout out that I'm live for those who aren't getting messages anymore. I'll send a little photo. We are live. There you go. All right. So, and what I will do here is I will actually go ahead and dry this after I get everything kind of covered. I have a little on this edge that needs to come up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dry this, and then I'm going to do another coat. It doesn't take too long. I'm just going to kind of clean up that extra paste. Okay. But you definitely want to dry. Hi, Mary. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Julia. Hi, Sue. You definitely want to dry in between your two coats. And for me, I may just to quicken this up, pull out the big gun and really go to town. So think of this as a really, really flat paint, okay? Flatter than your flat, flatter than your actual chalked paint that you would buy, your latex chalked paint that you would buy at a store. Okay, now for the technique that I'm going to do, I actually like a little texture on this. And so I'm kind of laying it on a little thick for the second coat. The first coat, I added water. The second coat, I'm not. Okay, so that's, and I'm just trying to get texture a little bit. You're going to get the brush strokes as texture. You're going to get anywhere that maybe you leave a little peeking through. This is important for the way I'm going to finish this board. So I'm just kind of doing the best I can to spread this out. The more you move it, the better it spreads. And I'm kind of going in this round shape here. And remember, all of this is soap and water washable. So if you're making a mess on your mat, it doesn't matter. It'll clean up so perfectly. Okay. I would like a little more coverage in the middle. And then we're going to dry this. Now, if you were doing paint, which is a little different, this second coat is going to go on, and you want those brush strokes to kind of show. It's going to be part of the detail on this. And I'll show you how to manipulate it once it's dry and we've got this like really working on it. One of my favorite things to do is messing around with wood and figuring out how to finish it in different ways and different techniques. Hi, Catherine from Colorado. Welcome. So today's keyword is Merry, M-E-R-R-Y. Okay, this is done. It's dry. Maybe there's a little bit here. Okay, it's dry. Now, this is not perfectly painted. I want you to notice there's like little parts that have one coat, parts that have two coats. But for the most part, it's dry or it's coated. Now, I am grabbing my stain, okay? I typically do a walnut stain. It's my favorite, but since that is not available, we're going to go with this American Honey, which is darker than you think. So this is on my website. This is in the project supplies list. If you would like, you can grab the project supplies list when you comment the keyword, which is Merry, M-E-R-R-Y, M-E-R-R-Y. I am going to grab a rag. So I have the bag of rags, and I'm just gonna, I don't need it to be this big. And I don't really want to be super wasteful. So I'm gonna just rip off a little piece of this, and I'm gonna open sesame. I'm gonna open my can. I've got my little paint can opener. This is No Pain Gel Stain from Dixie Belle. It is on my website, and it is available for purchase right now. I do not need a whole ton. I'm gonna like dip this into the lid. Okay. This is an oil-based stain. So the cleanup is going to be different. I am not going to reuse this I'm not going to what am I trying to say? I'm not going to reuse this rag. I'm going to let it dry completely before I throw it away. You don't want to put a wet rag. Just get a little more. And I'm just going to kind of, I'm doing circles, and I'm doing a little bit across the center, which is adding a whole layer of dimension onto this surface, okay? It's going to pick up on where you have your brush stroke. It's going to pick up on a whole lot of different things. If you want a little darker, like I want just a little darker on the edge. You can just go around there, pick up a little bit more, trying to not pick up a whole lot because I don't, but I do want these edges darker. Now, here's the other thing. I am pretty particular. You could be edging this with paste if you wanted, like take some espresso, mix it with black, a tiny bit of black, and then do it. You'll get a good color that way. Otherwise, I really encourage you to use the stain. The color just, I really like it. Okay, so this, we're gonna like lay this out. I'm gonna drape it over my trash and I'm gonna let it dry before I throw it away because again, it is an oil base. We don't want to throw away anything wet. We want it to be dry before we do that. I was gonna take this off and then I was like, no, never mind. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on here. Now, this is a real quick look at this step. Let me go ahead and show you. It looks beautiful, by the way. We're getting exactly what I'm wanting. Where's my hammer? Get my hammer and close up my stain. Okay, so this American Honey is a pretty cool color. It's not what you think. Like, it's not that like honey oak from the 90s. It's really cool. Now I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to kind of go in circles and I'm going to start in the center and I'm just going to work my way out until I feel like the center is light enough and smooth enough for what I'm going to do with my big stencil, okay? Thank you, Nancy. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Tootie. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Gretchen. Hi, Jackie. Welcome. So today's keyword is Merry, Merry. Okay, now it looks like this is a pretty good, I really like this. I think I'm ready. I am gonna take a cloth. Here, I'll just take a microfiber cloth, a small one, and get all of that sanding, like little bits off of this. So it's nice and clean. Now, this is my favorite part. You can see the brush strokes. Can you see the brush strokes and how they pick up different colors of that brown, that stain? It's my favorite part of this technique. I just genuinely love it. Now I'm going to do something. I'm going to wax the entire thing, okay? This is going to do two things. It's going to set your finish. And so, yes, this stain is dry, but at the same time, it's probably not quite cured. But when I wax it, it'll be better. So also, when you're waxing, this can also move your color a bit. So go in that same circular motion that you just did when you were sanding, okay? Because we don't want you all of a sudden to have stripes where you wanted that circular movement in your background. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. It really gives it almost a Tuscan feel, I don't know if I'm even correct, but that's what it brings to mind when you look at this as a whole. It's so cool what you can do with wood. Now, you want this to be smooth as a baby's booty. So, if there was any part of this that felt tacky, you're going to keep going over it. Maybe flip over your applicator here and get to the smooth side and then put a little elbow grease in it. All right. Oh, you guys, this is so pretty. What do you think? Hi, Suze. Do you enjoy working and painting and doing techniques like this? I thoroughly love it. I just love it. So now I have this beautiful thing to apply my image to. I'm going to go ahead and remove the backer sheet from this. And I'm going to fuzz it. I have to think of my words carefully. I have been using my brain all day, and so I'm a little tired. 5:22. Okay, I've got about 15 minutes. Can I do it? I think so. Oh, I'm fuzzing. It would help if I fuzz with the right side of the... Deep breath and keep going. Deep breath and keep going. I'm really a hot mess. This has been like, we're in the nitty gritty of like high production season. November is huge in this market. Okay, now I've got some decisions to make because the top of my bird, I want to make sure that he is not on top of this hole. That's where I'm going to like string some things. So I am going to pull this down as far as I possibly can and still keep it centered. That looks good. And I'm just going to press it down. Now, as you know me, the colors I love, espresso, and I'm going to use some of our beautiful En Vogue colors. Ivy Cabernet. Okay, so these three colors are what I'm going to be using in order to create my masterpiece. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this up a little so I can have these open. I probably will need to do a little chalk and peel here. I am going to do my bird in, like, I want these to be cardinals, so I'm going to do them in red. And I'm using reds and browns and this green. They're very dark, and Cabernet has a little less red and a little more maroon, but I'm going to go for it anyway. So let's start with the birds. There are two birds. And I'm not even going to think twice about it. I'm just making the bird this color. It has a little branch. I will take care of that in a minute. But for now, the bird is pretty much going to be just this Cabernet color. Okay. And then we're going to get in here with this other bird. And I'm not going to make too much of a display out of this red because the rest of it's going to be all brown. And then, actually, I'll just go ahead and do that. I'm just going to grab some espresso, and everything else is espresso up here. So I'm going to go over parts of this. It's almost going to be like a blended color. Okay, there we go. I didn't even do any green whatsoever. And I maybe won't. I'm not sure. I put these colors out here as like a what I'm envisioning. Okay. All right, so I'm blending and we're good. I'm going to go ahead and peel this up. Okay. I'm going to lay this back down. For some reason, it wasn't very dark on there. There isn't a lot to do, but I just want to go over it a couple times. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I just need to make sure that my words are good. I am so debating. I don't know if you can tell. I am debating what to do here. Down here, there's ivy. Well, there's some. I'll do the leaves in green. Actually, I may just do. Yeah, I'll do a bunch of this in green. Except for the berries. What would you guys do for the words? What color would you do the words? Okay, I think I'm good with the green. I'm going to go in with the berries and do the red. Just kind of quickly. And then I'll go in with some brown and do the branches, like the stem and the woody parts. And then that line. Hi, Tracy. Hello. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Cynthia. Mary. Okay. Let me go in with my brown and just kind of finish this up. Here we go. And I'm working in a little bit of that brown here. There we go. Now I will pull this up. That looks good. You know what? I'm going to do the words in brown. You guys should know me better than that. Oh my goodness. There we go. And then just put that extra back in here. So good. All right. Think we're good. Now we get to peel and reveal. Are you ready? Oh, you guys, this is gorgeous. It is delicate and gorgeous. Let this dry. I'm going to wash my stencil real quick. I'm going to come back. We're going to put it all together. It does, Tracy, so vintage. That's what I'm going for. I want to do a little something, something. Go ahead and comment that keyword. If you are just tuning in, that will get you everything you need to create this project, including that gorgeous stain we used. I just painted with the vanilla paste. We did one coat with water. It was like a nice light coat, covered everything. And then we did one coat that was without water. It goes on a little thicker, gives us a little bit more of the texture that I was looking for. And so you can watch the replay if you missed that part. If you're brand new, go ahead and comment the keyword and I'll send you a message with a link where you can get all of the supplies for this project, but also you'll get a link to join my free DIY and crafting group, and you'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information in that group. So it's a great place to start. Last night I knocked over my paper towels. Goodness gracious. I've got them now. All right. I tell you what, it never pays to rush, ever. So I'm trying to take my time a little bit because I have a meeting that I need to get to. I am always always kind of a mess when it comes to my extracurriculars, you know what I'm saying? This is our board meeting for the lacrosse program, and I tend to be involved in just about everything a parent could be involved in, if you know what I'm saying. If you know, you know. Now, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous stencil in its very fine detail. So if you wanted to have any of those colors kind of stand out a little more, what you could do is paint them in a little bit with your paintbrush and chalk paste. I thought long and hard while I was cleaning the stencil about doing that, and I realized since I waxed, if I try to paint too much with water, it will bead up, and so then it won't you can still do it, but you have to be more careful. And so I'm a little worried about that. So I think I'm going to leave it the way it is because it looks really, I just stuck my whole entire thumb in the green. Again, it doesn't pay to rush, right? Does not pay to rush. Okay. Got that clean. I'm going to dry this off, make sure it's completely dry. Okay, now, can do a couple things with this. We can leave it as is. It's gorgeous. We can add a bow or just like a little rope to hang it. I'm kind of debating in my head because I'm really picky, you guys. Oh, I need a thicker. And I kind of don't want to cover up my bird. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is grab my ribbon that I know matches this. It's this beautiful Cabernet velvet ribbon. And I think what I'm going to do... Oh, I grabbed the wrong scissors. Thought I was grabbing the right scissors. I am just going to make a little hanger with just this ribbon. It's very pretty. I'm going to tie this in a double knot, make it stay, and I'm just going to drop that behind so that it will hang in this way. Like I'll have that to hang it. So what do you think, you guys? Is it fun? Fun? Will you try it? I love this technique. Christy, yeah. I treated my shirt this morning, my white one, I was always going to wear this jacket over the off-white shirt, but, oh my gosh, I think I've been a mess all day, all freaking day. Thank you. Hi, Maria. Hi, Teresa. Marla, hi. You're new. Sweet. Yes. So, hi, Ava. Hi, Debbie. So, I would love you guys to try this. So, I think it was Sunday, over the weekend, I'm going to put a link, a post here on my page. I'm going to ask you to share your projects. If you end up doing something like this, I really want you to share it with me. When I hold this up there, the light washes it out a lot. You definitely can see the antiqueness of this. but when I hold it up, I feel like it looks more white. It's gorgeous. I'm super proud of it. I hope you like it and want to try it. I love these techniques. I really do. I got away from it for a long time because we have such a variety of like surfaces to use, and I used to make all my surfaces for all, so I would host workshops from my home, and I made all the surfaces handmade, and I finished them like this, and then I would give this to the person, or they would purchase them and create with them. And I've gotten away from that because I don't do as many like in-home things. I just mostly am doing things online, and I miss it. I miss it. And I'm like, my goal this week is to do something where I'm creating like the things that I love to do, like this. Like, I did that. I did it. Thank you. It does. The ribbon really does bring out those birds and the little berries at the bottom. I think it's just enough. I even have a green ribbon if I wanted to like use the green ribbon. I have these colors. They're beautiful. I think these are from my Joann's going out of business sale. But I'm sure you could find. And the ribbon is super pretty. It has like little eyelets on the edges. So pretty. All right. Well, I hope you love it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're ready to go try it. You certainly could use cherry. You certainly could mix a little of your candy apple with espresso to darken it up. Mix a little of you could use pesto straight on, or you could mix some of it with the espresso to get that look, that darker look. Don't be afraid to mix your colors. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I got it done. I got to go run now. I have a meeting. Never a dull moment in my life. Never a dull moment. But guess what? I get to work from home tomorrow and Friday. So you're going to see me again. You're going to see me more the rest of this week. Have a great rest of your hump day. And I'll check in again tomorrow. Soon enough. Okay, so adios. Goodbye. Thank you so much for hanging out. And just remember that keyword is Mary if you would like to get the project supplies for this. Rewatch the video. Go order your supplies. Become a Perks member. Save 30%. Order your supplies. And then come back and watch the video when you're ready to make yours so that you get all the steps that I did. All right. Have a great day. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, go